There is so much love. There is so much love. There is so much love. It's hard to say that and not smile. Bradley Charbonneau, this is Thursday Thunder and the Repossible podcast. Coming to you live. It's a joke. I'm recording this. Clearly. With some fresh starts to the spring. There is so much love. I did a 5-day meditation retreat. I've done many. Munich, Germany, but also in Carefree, Arizona. Both times I come out of the meditation, marathon, hours long thing, sobbing. But it's the tears of joy, the tears of happiness. All I can keep saying is, there is so much love. There is so much love. Hmm. You see love like a frequency, like radio waves, right? Where you've got the middle ones and bigger ones, and then I think you choose in which frequency you exist, which you live. It's a bit like maybe in water, where you're floating or you're kicking up a little bit and you're a little higher up. So it might take some energy, but I think when you live in a frequency, you exist in that frequency, you're you're buoyant in that frequency. So if you live in the frequency of love, then you're naturally going to stay there as long as you consistently produce that same energy frequency level. Seems funny to be talking about love and sort of radio frequencies, but you know, because I can say, oh, live, love, be free, enjoy, but what does that mean? How do you get to be in that frequency? How do you live in that level? And I see it, if we continue with the water idea there, I could see, like, I'm not a great swimmer, but like I think it's the butterfly where you kick, like you go, you make your bent legs push, and then you pull with your hands. So today the words that came to me were forgive and give. Forgive and give. And if you're falling out of that love frequency, like, oh, dipping down a bit, forgive, give. My natural state is giving. The 14th book in the Repossible series, probably the last one, not out yet, is called Give. It's, for me, the top. It's the ultimate action. When you, I have a title. I was about to say, when you don't know what to do, this is what to do. Of course, that's the subtitle for Create. Yeah. Uh, Give is maybe when you know what to do, this is what to do. Huh. Forgive, give. And who are we forgiving? We're forgiving those who have wronged us. We're forgiving ourselves who have wronged ourselves. We make mistakes. I make mistakes all the time. The bigger ones you learn from. I'm learning. I'm always learning, always improving. Fix the mistakes as best you can. Don't do them again. Learn from them. Forgive, give. You get back to my bigger state of giving. Did you notice there's this little kick, little kick, forgive, where this is big stroke. I don't know if this is accurate, but I think giving is our natural state. I think it might be one of those things that we unlearn. As tiny, tiny kids, you give away your favorite lollipop or whatever when you're really small, right? Later, you're like, no, no, this is mine. But giving, I think you unlearn it. Like I remember a 17-year-old boy, like, love is to put others before yourself. As a 17-year-old boy, I'm like, why would I do that? Hell, yeah, I have evolved slightly. There is so much love. This frequency of love, it's a huge band, right? These other ones of hatred and jealousy and the lower level emotions and envy and lack and hurt, pain. They're very narrow frequencies, yet they're sharp, right? Yet get up here into the frequency, let's forgive ourselves out of the lower frequencies and get up into the giving frequency. Maybe love is giving more of yourself than you even have, giving more for others than even for yourself. This is the frequency in which I strive to live, and I do live. And this giving is love. There is so much love. Sobbing out of those big meditations. I remember Saturday mornings, get up at 4 o'clock, it's a big group of people, and it's like maybe 7, maybe even like 3 hour meditation. And that's the first thing I say. There is so much love. Why? Because probably in that meditation, I'm rising up maybe even higher into the frequency of love, where it is just abundance. It's just, I'm in the ocean of love. This whole ocean is the frequency of love. No wonder I'm crying. I am crying tears of joy. Wow. Why would we ever want to descend? There needs to be contrast to know not love so that you recognize love, I suppose. I mean, we can't live without contrast. It's not all just, yay, I live in the frequency of love, everything's great. There's forest fires. This bark might handle it on the outside, go through some trauma, but then maybe shed that bark the following year and be even stronger the year after. There is so much love. This is Thursday Thunder, my friends. I'm Bradley Charbonneau, the Repossible podcast coming to you every week. Getting kind of woo on you today, huh? But what if you said this 3 times? In the morning, evening, go crazy, maybe both. There is so much love. There is so much love. There is so much love.